Welcome back to DHN. I'm your host, Wade Teamer. My tone is a bit different in this video because I really want to convey to you guys that we have a problem. So a couple weeks ago, I made this post in the community tab about a platform called Cryptonomy. I was beginning to see it promoted across the crypto YouTube space. A couple guys that I thought I was friends with, but online interactions only go so far. They were promoting this platform. And wouldn't you know it, ladies and gentlemen, these sick bastards reached out to me. Now, when I go all the way back through my email history, I see that they've been trying to get in contact with me since December of last year. But this time, and I'll explain this whole conversation we had. I'll do that. Full transparency. Because they reached out to me. And I tried to railroad them, charge them $3,000 for whatever the heck they were going to offer me, right? We go back and forth. They try to move the conversation to Telegram. I'm like, no, I asked for USDC. They don't want to give it to me. Then my $3,000 gets countered with $300. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I took that $300. I sure did. Got bills to pay. You know, fault me for that if you want. But hear me out first. In 2020, there was a platform called Duomine. Now, I had to go and look up a review, a phony review of the website, because when you go to search for this website, it did not pop up the first time. Well, let's continue the story then, because they're out here still getting over on people with the same broad. Okay. Excuse me, ladies, any ladies listening, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But much like I mentioned in the community post, guys, this was not a made up story. In 2020, one of the first crypto platforms, 2019, one of the first crypto platforms I ever got involved with was called Duomine. And they did, as you can see here, hit you with this whole offer, 100 gigahashes free when you sign up. Now, I knew nothing about cloud mining. I knew that Bitcoin was mined, but this is late 2019. I had only been in the space a few months. But I started to use this platform, put a few money in there, put a few dollars in there. And it took all of 6 months before I lost almost $4,500, guys. And on top of that, it wasn't just me. I had invited family members, friends, longtime friends, and they put thousands into this platform. And then all of a sudden, well, at least for the time being, it disappeared. Now, in the video that was shared along with this community post, he explains his experience with trying to get his money back from the platform. That's exactly what happened to me on Duomine. All of a sudden, in the beginning, the withdrawals were nice. I was getting back hella returns. It was real good. But then little by little, they kept shrinking everything. And then they introduced this coin called CRT. And then you could only make withdrawals in CRT. And the maximum was reduced even further. And then you couldn't even get CRT on any exchange, no matter how many times they promised that the CRT token was going to get listed. It never did. So again, that explains my tone. The platform is called Cryptonomy, and you can see here, this thing is being promoted by a lot of people, and I'm not going to say any names. You go and you check out these videos and you go to their channels. They have thousands of views, some of them tens of thousands of views. And all of this BS about being 5 years on the market. Let me take you on a journey, guys. So April 26, 2024, Cryptonomy scam warning, recover your funds. So if you have fallen victim to the dubious, shady practices of Cryptonomy.finance and are desperately seeking ways to recover your hard-earned assets, AYRLP.com can provide you with much needed assistance. Guys, this is an anonymous article. I would have provided the name of a person, but there was none. I was the only person to hit the like on this because on Medium, this is how it works. You can hit that button. It's kind of fun. But they go in to describe the company as, despite its claims of being a UK regulated company, Cryptonomy has not been authorized by the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, and the FCA has explicitly warned against dealing with this company. It is evident that Cryptonomy is luring unsuspecting clients into a scheme, and it is of utmost importance not to succumb to their deceptive tactics. And again, if you happen to watch this video, here is a website. I'll leave a link to it in the description and as the pinned comment. I wasn't even aware that this was happening, and this is where I landed first. Now, on top of that, as I'm searching through Reddit and as well as Trustpilot, I stumbled upon this blog post here from VossCoin from June of last year. It says Cryptonomy Finance boasts impressive interest rates and says they use BitGo and Fireblocks to custody their cryptocurrencies, which are two powerhouses for industrial players to do that. But, right, they cannot provide any actual proof. And then this gentleman went and reached out to BitGo like a G, and they replied. It says, we quickly checked on this, and it appears Cryptonomy is not a BitGo customer. I'm still checking to make sure my info is correct. If they are not, we'll be sending them a notice to remove our brand. Did Fireblocks verify yet? I'm pretty sure they did, and they responded much the same way. Now, this next part, though, is just utterly confusing. So take a look at this photo. Seems normal, seems innocent. Yeah, we see crypto conferences like this all the time. Pictures, the formation's a bit odd, but nothing unusual, right? Well, see, the problem is that is not their photo, ladies and gentlemen. It's from the BNB Chain Developers Conference. It looks like from 2022, and they're using this for current marketing, right? And then just reading through the comments, guys. First off, Miss Vosk, shout out to her, right? Their logo is nearly identical to Compound's. She was not playing. Just take a look at that. Look at the comp token, guys. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. At least Dual Mind had the decency to come up with their own logo, right? But you can see in the comments, people are commenting him. And then it's this when I started reading these type of comments that really gets to me as someone in this position. Alexander Turek says, I was on this side today sending some coins. Clearly they got from my wallet, but never appeared on the site wallet. It got promoted by who claims in the same video that he is sponsored by this site. For God knows how long this rabbit hole goes. Police is informed, and I guess I'll take it to UK court. That's another issue, guys. This is an overseas organization. But even when you follow the tracks through their website, it takes you to several different locations. We'll get to that in a second. The rest of these comments, though, again, go into more personal experience from people who went to use the platform and now cannot get their money. Not at all. This particular gentleman here, Raj Malani, his story is spreading because this came from Trustpilot. And you can see here, there are 50 of these guys. And we're not going to go through them all because it would make this video entirely too long. But you can see here, warning, do not invest with this company. I've invested 3 coins with this company, XRP, XCC, SHIB, in a flexible account. When I went to withdraw XRP, I did a test withdrawal of 100 that went through it within 10 minutes. Then I tried to withdraw 9,900 and that was pending for hours. Was told there was a 24-hour time limit on withdrawals, so I thought it was still okay. Woke up the next morning, checked my account, found 9,900 XRP plus the remainder I had in a flex account was moved to a fixed account along with the 2 other coins. They claimed that I put them in fixed accounts, which locks your coins for a year. I did not put them in fix. So they have access to your funds when they claim that they do not. That's just one of them. I was on page 2. I'm trying to get to page 1 to show you Yeah, right at the top. India. Dear valuable investors, my experience with Cryptonomy finance is so poor. This is a thief. Cryptonomy eats investors' money. My friends. Raj Kumar Malani told me that his 1400 asset Cryptonomy blocked his account and he's complained with international police against Cryptonomy finance. Now you'll notice the dates on these. This is all happening within the last 30 days. And if you go to the Trustpilot, you will see reviews that appear to say the opposite. But take a look at the location. Great Britain. That corresponds with some other information that I found through Reddit, as a matter of fact, which tells even more stories of a similar fashion. This is the exact same story. He put this on Trustpilot. Trying to get down to where, right. So this here, NetEngine 77, 18 days ago, definitely a scam. They sent me an email saying my account had been verified, but I hadn't even scanned a driver's license or passport to prove my ID. So yes, it's a scam, as a proper company would definitely go through that process correctly. I can confirm that's exactly what happened to me. After the conversation through email, they automatically set me up an account. Automatically. Never in the 6 years, nearly 6 years that I've been in this space, has any platform automatically set up my account with no KYC, no verification. Yet when I go and fish through my account dashboard, my back office, it says my ID had been verified. My first and last name wasn't there. My address wasn't there. Thank God. But I can corroborate with this story. Now, if you keep on going down, again, I'm not saying any names because I understand that as a man, outside of being an influencer, talking about crypto, being in crypto, we all have that desire. It's the desire for money that gets a lot of people in trouble because money is a tool. Money is great. It's a good thing. But that desire is unbiased. And sometimes people, free will, right? But this time it was promoted by, and it's funny if you think about the name, which that made me laugh so hard. But they say they received the information from this individual, and there is another investigation into the police office, but this time it didn't receive any evidence. This one brings up another individual who recently published a book. Now, in this case, honestly, I've been watching him for way too long. I just think he got caught up. That's what I'm hoping, but I could be wrong. The rest of this goes down into talking about experience with Celsius, BlockFi. So again, this is not the first time this has happened in crypto. It's just been a very long time since it's been this prevalent. Now, this was very interesting here because this post led me into an even deeper level. They said, I've tried to access the Cryptonomy Finance website to access my account and get a forbidden 403 response. For the past few days, attempts to access Cryptonomy Finance were returning a different response, indicating that a reconnect was being attempted every 5 seconds. Anyone know what's going on with the website? And then they come back a little bit later. I tried to connect from my spouse's laptop to Cryptonomy Finance and was successful. I tried again to connect from my laptop and got the same 403 forbidden response. I then cleared my browser cache and tried to connect again. Now I'm receiving a Cryptonomy replay screen stating, verifying that you are human. That is a response that I've been receiving the past 3 days. It continuously tries to connect every 5 seconds and never redirects me to the main Cryptonomy page. That's what I was experiencing with DualMind. So again, this is a situation, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see Rocket Reg. That's the guy. Same account name. That's great. That's the guy's video that I posted. Reading these stories, it just reminds me of what I went through, right? So it really made me curious. When you go over to their website, I had to keep going, ladies and gentlemen. I had to. And I want to really flush this out so you understand how intricate these things can be. This looks exactly like various websites that we see on this channel on a daily basis. But if you really scroll through, well, first of all, in this GIF image right there, that is a whole nother company. You can see it on that gentleman's shirt. Like, come on. And then right here, what's up with your finger, my dude? What's up with your finger? I'll admit I use Adobe Firefly. It's getting that good. And that's just Adobe's. I haven't even used the other ones yet. Now you go down here. Again, trusted by 480,000 plus people since 2019. Copyright 2019 to 2024. Keep that information in mind. It's going to be very important. But you go down here where it says licensed and regulated digital asset institution. And it brings you over here. I have the page brought up over here as well. But you can see here, Cryptonomy Finance, company number, registered address, incorporated November 24th, 2023. Now I go back to my email, December 13th, 2023. So, well, I'm glad I was one of the first that y'all reached out to, I suppose. But negative. When your website has been saying you've been in the game for 5+ years, trusted by 500,000 people. But your business paperwork that you link on the same website says you've been incorporated since 2023. Now, yes, they could have operated privately, independently, without any paperwork since 2019. But even with that, you still shouldn't trust them. But I kept going. Let's check out this address here, right? It literally took me here. WeWork. This is a shared office space location that anyone could use for anything at any moment at any time. I've even recorded some videos in a shared office space before. I bet you guys have never even knew. But it gets worse, guys. Now, this was associated with this information here. So if you go to do the digging yourself, you'll stumble upon this PDF. I'm not going to go through it because it has names and actual, like, real first, last name, government information on it. And I'm not trying to take it that far. But we go over to this next site here. This analyzes the website itself. It's called Scam Detector. And it pulls up the site, the metadata for the website. You can see it's ranking 40 out of 100 when the highest trusted crypto sites like Coinbase, Token Metrics, Uphold, you can see they rank closer to 100, if not 100. But going down further, we also find out this here. The day the domain was created, December 19th, 2020 at 12 a.m. Domain age, 1 year, 5 months. Now, again, how long y'all been in business? Your main business is this website. And according to this data, it's only been around for 1 year and 5 months. SSL issuer, Google Trust Services, LLC. Guys, I have a domain for my website. It's the same company. So what does that tell you? And again, registration date, nowhere in 2019. And then here's the crazy thing. This date here is the day that the domain will expire. So they got a whole year to run up a check. And it seems like that's what they've been doing. Attempting to. Seems like that's what they've attempted to do. This is another site here, Scam Doc. This one broke it down even further to me because I was able to get all the way down to the IP address, right? And this is when it really got confusing because you see it brings up different locations here. And then, which I didn't even know I could do this. This was cool, kind of scary, but cool. I pulled out one of the IP locations and it's in the middle of the freaking ocean, ladies and gentlemen. What is this? Where is this? Off the coast of Africa? You're confusing me now. So Look, I'm not no computer expert, contrary to how I might try to sound. I'm not a computer expert. All right. So there may be things that I'm misunderstanding and misinterpreting from, a building a website level. But even this photo of my man's right here, that doesn't look real. It doesn't look real. The problem is, folks, that with artificial intelligence, this is going to get worse. This is going to get worse. And I can bet you any amount of money that they used AI to put this site together, because there are AI services that will build your website in seconds. I don't know how else to put it. Just don't use this website. I'm not going to take this opportunity to glorify myself in any way. Just don't use this website. If you see it being promoted on a channel that you have been watching for quite some time, I'll let you make a decision on how you choose to go forward with that particular influencer. But when it comes to DHN crypto, I need to share this with you. Okay? I'm going to do some writing this weekend. But if you guys get a chance, please give this thing a read. I'll leave it in the comments. 20,000 plus cryptocurrencies, and we're only following 20. There is a very valid reason. Because not all of these projects, the majority of them that come into this space will be crap. There is even a high probability, there's even a chance that the projects that we've attached to our ship may end up crap. But what I'm here to watch and share with the listeners and viewers of this channel is the transformation of it all. I've said it before. I could care less what you buy. Just when you buy it, I hope you show up here because I got something to tell you. The money we make on this platform, at least this is just from my, speaking solely about me, it gets the job done. I am by no means rich. Not at all. But what I understand is that I have attached myself to something that will bring me wealth for the rest of my life, whether I hold any of these assets or not. Merely knowing that this industry exists and being able to watch it converge with everyday reality, that is priceless. Because I'm learning that the most powerful companies and the most powerful people in those companies are willing to pay the right person a lot more money than YouTube could ever give me, simply for knowing what these assets are. That's why the only companies I promote are the ones that I'm actually using. The SafePal wallet is literally in my hand as we speak. I would pull up my personal Uphold account, but they don't allow you to record that information. That's how secure they are. I'm not going to let this get too out of hand because I am that type of guy. I'm just going to tell you. You see this website pop up, don't use it. You see an opportunity in the crypto space pop up that seems too good to be true. I'll use the classic phrase. It is. This industry is not there yet. And as a matter of fact, that element of the industry won't even need to be there because we're moving towards an age in this sector that is built on design, how it is designed and what it is designed to do. These platforms must not stand anymore. That is the only reason I made this video, because I don't want to see it continue. Now, I typically have a way of ending these videos, but I'm not in the mood to do that. I just want you to understand, do not use this website. Use a trusted exchange. The market has matured to the point now to where there are many, many resources where you can go to find these trusted exchanges. The DeFi platforms that will give you the best yield, they live on certain blockchains. They will never be provided to you by a third party. Be careful out there, and always remember, because the money is digital, so is the hustle.